Good afternoon, Giovanni and Leon. Giovanni, can you give us an update in terms of team-wise injury worries ahead of tomorrow night? Do you have any concerns? Will Aaron Ramsey be back in the matchday squad?
Aaron won't be in the squad tomorrow, and apart from him and Giannis, we have everyone available for the match tomorrow.
Leon, we've learned this morning that Erling Haaland hasn't made the trip over to Glasgow as a defender that would be potentially coming up against him tomorrow. Do you see that as a bonus for yourself and for the squad?
Yes and no. I think in these competitions you want to compete against the best. I think he's one of the best at the moment. So from that perspective, it's a sad thing. But if you look at what he means to Dortmund, is obviously, or surely it's a disadvantage to them. It's going to weaken them up front a little bit. But then again, they've got enough to compensate, not with the same level probably. But so it's mixed feelings. Definitely, I'm not going to complain about that though.
Obviously, an incredible result last week and a demonstration of how you can compete against a top European team. And just with that in mind, I wanted to ask you how far you believe that you can go in this competition.
Well, I can believe we can pass this round, which is the most important thing. As you said, we had a great performance last week. We're all happy with the game we played. We also know it's only halfway. So tomorrow we're going to face again a very good team, a very strong team in Europe, and we have to be ready to overcome them. We're in a good position to play the second game, but I think our focus tomorrow will be to play as strong as possible and try to win the game. I think that's our intention for tomorrow.
Hi Giovanni, do you think you surprised Dortmund last week with your approach, and can you do that again come tomorrow night? And just kind of a supplementary to that, tying in with this, can we sitting back be asking for trouble against a team like Dortmund?
Well, I don't know if we surprised them. I think that's for the question, not for us. But I think we played really well. We play in our strength. We make sure at moments we press them high. So I think they definitely have a better view how strong we are as a team. Myself also have a better view on their way of playing. So I don't think we have any secrets anymore tomorrow. So it's going to be a very exciting game, and I think a game that you want to play and you want to coach. As you said, sitting deep is. I think sometimes you get in positions and moments in games when you have to, but I think what we did well last week is also at the right time, press them a little bit higher, try to win the ball and to be dangerous. But to begin the game and sit deep, I don't think that's in our system, and it's only so we have to avoid it.
Dortmund's away record this season, both domestically and in Europe, isn't particularly great, probably by their standards. I think they've won 6 out of 11 in the Bundesliga and 1 out of 3 in the Champions League. How much of a factor is that for tomorrow night?
Well, I think it's I don't think it's a big factor the way the players they have, all international players, experienced, strong team, good coach. They play really well in the weekend, so I think their confidence is good at the moment, and it's also a team who knows what's needed to perform. But we gave ourselves a good position. We know their strengths, we know their weaknesses, and with the backing of our fans tomorrow in I think another beautiful European night at Ibrox, we have to make sure we do everything to go to the next round and make sure the performance of last week we can continue as well tomorrow.
When you look at the game tomorrow night, Giovanni, and the result at the weekend, have you got to really just build on that Germany performance and forget that league performance at the weekend as well?
Well, I mean, we played really well against Dortmund. That's for everyone to see. I think we played good as well on Sunday. It's the result that wasn't the way we wanted, but I think the way we played, was we gave ourselves the best possibilities to score. I think we never had so many chances to score in the game. Of course, we had 2 moments which could have been a penalty as well. So the result wasn't bad. I think the performance was there. We want it, but it's it's 2 things: the result or the performance. Sometimes when you draw, you think the performance is bad, and sometimes you win and the performance is bad. But I think now it was a draw, but I think we've done well. So we have confidence from the game on last week against Dortmund, and we should also have confidence the way we played on Sunday, because we created a lot of chances. That's what we want tomorrow. We also know we don't get as much chances we had on Sunday, but as the learning point we have to take from the game in the weekend is to make sure the chances we create, we also make sure we turn them into goals.
Hi Gio, I'm just wondering if I can take you back a good number of years ago to
1999. How far back?
Around 1999, when you were a player. I don't know if you can remember that far. The game against Dortmund, when you guys had a two goal advantage and it didn't go well that night. Can you reminisce about that? Can you tell us what your memories are from that night?
Well, I can. I think it was true. We played really well at home. We had a difficult game away in Dortmund against, again, also a top side at the moment. I think we conceded the second goal late into the game, just before the game ended, and lost with penalties. So again, it was a good performance for us. Now we did it the other way around. We won with 2 goal difference away. So we know we can be very strong at home, but once we have the same intentions, the same mentality and determination we had last week, we can have a good performance as well and a great result tomorrow.
Yeah, hi Giovanni. Can I ask you, when you look back at the talent you had in that team, you look at yourself, you look at Claudio Reyna, George Alberts, is it a bit of a regret that that team didn't achieve more in Europe? Because is Europe the pinnacle for you think?
Well, I think it's as a player you want to be involved in European Cup competition, because I think it's good for your development as a player. It's good for your development as a team. It's good for the exposure of the club. Those are very important things. In my time we competed with the best in Europe, because we play in Champions League level, which was the highest you can play. So I think we were very proud of that. I think Advocaat after they played against Rangers in the final. So we've gone very far in competitions, but it's a difficult stage, because there are so many good teams in Europe, and you have to be on the top of your game throughout the whole cup competition, because otherwise one bad moment and you're out. And we were there last week. We were at the top of our game, and to proceed tomorrow as well, we have to have the same performance. But it's not an easy competition, so you have to be prepared, you have to be ready, but you also have to enjoy it, because you're gonna play against some good positions, especially when you come far in the competition. Then it's the quality you face will only get better.
Hi Giovanni, you mentioned there about being ready and prepared for all eventualities. Given that it did go to penalties against Dortmund the last time, is that one of the possibilities you have to have in mind, and it going the distance and potentially going to penalties again tomorrow?
Well, I think it's not. It can be penalties in the end. That's a possibility, but from the start of the game, that's not what we are thinking about. We are thinking about having a good performance, make sure we are have a good result. But when there are no away goal rule, it can be in the end penalties again. But then again, we have also players who can take penalties. But we know it's a scenario, but we don't have it in our minds when we start the game.
Hi Leon. How would you rate your fitness after missing a couple of weeks, and do you feel ready to come into a game and an occasion of this magnitude?
Yeah, all I can say is I'm available again, back fit. Been craving for that to get ready for those fixtures, and yes, I'm here. I'm ready.
Giovanni, I was just wondering how much you're enjoying the challenge of being Rangers manager, being back at the club, and how much you're looking forward to such a massive game on Thursday, and enjoying the pressure that comes with being Rangers manager so far.
Well, it's for me, the big honor to be the manager of this club, having had a history as a player, and a really good time here. The years when I came here, but it's different now because you're the manager. So I enjoyed being the manager, as I said before. But it's just for me. It's a job where I have to prepare my players. I have to make sure we are playing at the best level we can. And also with the magnitude of this club, we want to win prizes. That's what we all want, and that's my goal with this club, with this team. The pressure is always there. I've felt pressure throughout my whole career, not only as a player but also as a coach. I think it will keep you sharp. It keeps you working on the development of the team. It's also something I cherish because it means you're the manager of a big club, and just give 100% in the things we have to do, and lead my players, lead my staff, and make sure we are getting the performances in, and make sure we are successful for this club.